So back to the question about, the NFC Forum. One of the huge differences between NFC and lots of other types of technologies, like QR codes, besides the fact that it's way easier to use, is the fact that it's handled by the operating system, which is awesome because there's some kind of pattern whereby everybody who wants to make an application can interact with this NFC, and they don't have to worry about, they don't have to go through some intermediary to get there, right? So you don't have to load some QR code reader on your phone and then, and then have to worry about how that particular QR code reader goes about handling things. So what the NFC Forum really did was they put together a standard that sits on top of NFC, or on top of NFC, that refers to how the tags are coded. And there's pages, there's lots and lots and lots of this. This is a super simplified model, but at the basic core of it, if you have an NDEF formatted tag, then it's going to have one or more NDEF messages on it, and each of those NDEF messages will have one or more NDEF records encoded into it. But the dispatch system really pays attention to the first record of the first message. So the next slide's how it handles dispatch, so this is relevant from that standpoint. There's another thing called an Android application record, which is specific to Android, which I'll talk about a little more later, but it circumvents the normal dispatch model. There we go, see it closer. Okay, so Android dispatch system. Basically, the way the Android works is when a tag enters the electromagnetic field and read the tag, the Android first going to check, the NFC adapter first going to check to see if it's an NDEF formatted tag. And if it is, it's going to look for any application or specifically any activity that has specified that they wanted to be, that they're interested in this type of NDEF tag. And there's lots of types. And the more specific you are, the higher priority you get in terms of how that's dispatched. If nobody has said that they wanted, no activities have registered to receive NDEF tags, then it's going to drop down to the technology level, which would be like, is it a smart card? Is it an NFC-A? Is it a micro classic? Is it the different kinds of tag types? And you can say which kinds you're specifically interested in. So if you're not dealing with smart cards, you don't need to ask for smart cards. If none of those happen, then it falls down to, hey, I just discovered a tag. So anybody who says, hey, I just want a new tag discovered, I'm going to drop down to here. Now, interesting point here is that up in the upper right-hand corner, there is at least one application we can count on that has registered for NDEF tags, but specifically URIs, and even more specifically URLs, and that's the browser. So we know that if we throw a URI or URL into the first record of the first message, and nobody else has said anything more specific, that the browser is going to be fed that URL and it's going to take you to wherever that URL goes.
Is there a human interaction in between any of those events?
No. Well, I take that back. If more than one have registered for the exact same thing, you'll get a chooser.
Right.
So. Does that make sense, everybody? So